guys, it's Lydia. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel, and if you're not, then welcome back to another one of my videos. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some summer bucket list ideas for 2023. I've divided this into 4 different categories. These are going to be more unique ideas that you're not going to see in every single other video, that obviously you can modify for you and your personal interest. There should definitely be something in this for everybody. And I also wanted to make this like non-technology based. The first, I have sunny activities to do with yourself or with your friends. Then I have sunny day activities for with your friends. Then I have activities to do just any day, rain or shine, with your friends and by yourself. And then just activities to do by yourself anytime if you're bored and just at home. These are still some fun things that you can do. This is your reminder that you can be the friend to reach out and plan these fun activities. Like, I found myself last year, I was just waiting around hoping that my friends would ask to do these fun things, and like, be the friend that reaches out. Be the fun friend of the group who wants to make everything extra and super fun. So it's just your little reminder. Let's just jump right into it. Starting out with the category sunny day with your friends or by yourself, because you don't need people with you. And when I say friends, this could be family, boyfriend, friends, whatever. This is an obvious one, but a picnic. You can make this a big deal. You can make this just a small thing. If you're bored, you can just take yourself out, go lay down a blanket, maybe in your backyard even, and just have a picnic by yourself and journal or read or something like that. Or you can make it a big deal and get all of your friends to go to the grocery store together, pick out some fun things, wear cute outfits, bring your camera, and just make it a whole thing. It's just an obvious one, and it's just an easy one. Next is another obvious one. Have a beach day or go swimming. Enter your gardening era if you can. This is something fun, and I feel like this is something everyone always wants to do but never actually does. You could go to your local garden center, get a bunch of pots. You can even like paint your own pots. Go get some herbs, and then you could use them to cook with later on throughout the summer. I just think this would be a really fun one, and you can make it like a project that you're working on and have something to like work on every single day. Go to a street fair or your farmer's market. You don't even have to get anything. You can do this for free. You could do this any time of day, or you can make it a whole thing where you get dressed up and go buy flowers and go buy local produce. Have a Polaroid camera day where you just go around and take aesthetic photos. Painting outside, that's just a fun one. Go find a pretty location. Kind of along with that, journal outside, maybe bring a charcuterie board. Go to hike a new spot. I know there's a hike you guys have not been on in your local area that you can go do, even if it's like an hour or 2 drive. Go do the hike you haven't done before instead of walking in the same spot every single day. Do sunrise yoga. I know where I live, there's a 5:30 a.m. beach yoga thing that we do here over the summer for like a week. That just sounds so fun. You could do this with a friend or you could do it by yourself. It really doesn't matter. The next one I have here is be a tourist. I kind of got this idea because I just did a Snapchat AI challenge where it was recommending all these spots here that I've never been to and never even heard of, and I live here. It was actually such a fun day just doing the things that like a tour guide would recommend, but like local people never actually do. I just think that would be a fun one. Go do the things that you haven't done that like your town is known for. Then lastly for this category is go visit different local coffee shops and do your work outside. Like if you have to reply to emails, go sit outside at a local coffee shop and just choose that instead of choosing Starbucks, and it'll make it feel like your days are at least a little bit different. Like if you always go to Starbucks in the morning and then come home and work, just mix it up. Go visit a local spot and you might end up liking that coffee more. Moving on to the sunny day category that would be best with your friends. This one's just a classic. Go have dinner, go get drinks on the patio with your friends. There's so many spots you guys can go to, and it's such a fun thing. You can do this for lunch, you can do this for dinner, do this after a night out at the beach. It could be a random day, it could be a weekend. Like, it's just such an easy thing to do, and you can get all dressed up for it and make it a vibe. Next is go on a lake trip or boating with your friends. You guys are lucky enough to have either a boat yourself or friends with a boat or a lake house. Like, this is such a fun one. Also, some of the lakes have rope swings. Come on, like, that's such a good day. Have a barbecue, play tennis or pickleball, go golfing, go paddle boarding. That one is so fun. Or surfing if you live in an area where you can do that. Go on a wine tour with your friends. Go camping. Just go make s'mores and have a bonfire. Okay, moving on to the category any day with friends or alone. So I have written down summer book club, but what I mean by this, read the same book as one of your friends. That way you guys can talk about it or like have a list of books you all want to read, and then at the end of summer get together. You could even have like a girls' night where you just talk about the books you read that summer. I think that could be really fun. And if you want to do this by yourself, you can join like online communities. I know there's like group chats online where people are all reading the same book and they're talking about it after without giving spoilers. I think that's kind of fun. You could do that easily. Next is do a staycation, get an Airbnb. It doesn't have to be expensive. You could even do this on your own just to get away, and if you need time to like clear your head or you want to make it a work trip or something, there's nothing wrong with doing that by yourself. Next I have go on a road trip, go to a drive-in movie. These are always such fun nights. Paint or make jewelry, go to a pottery class or a painting class. This kind of ties in with the one that I had, like enter your garden era. You could paint the pots that you get for your garden. That could be cute. Or you could just even make jewelry dishes. Like I know there's tons of spots. I think every single area has like one of these spots that you can go to and just like paint acrylic jewelry holders or something like that, or mugs. Or you could be extra and do the pottery class and make the mug yourself. Take a cooking class. I feel like everyone could benefit from taking a cooking class. Even if you're like super into cooking, I feel like you could still learn something from taking a cooking class. Make a photo album, take a fitness class, take a spin class, a Pilates class. Take that in the morning before it gets too hot out, obviously, but I think that's just a great way to get out of your house. Get those endorphins going, and it can be super fun, and you can meet a bunch of people who are into the same things as you. That's kind of along the lines of all these. Like if you take any of these classes alone, workout classes alone, you can meet someone who have similar interests to you and make a sense of community. Next category is any day with friends. I think it's so important to always have something to look forward to. That's why I do love the idea of like taking classes and then just having that kind of schedule or routine. Go to a concert or go to a comedy club or something like that with your friends. I think that would be such a fun idea. There's so many like music festivals over the summer. Comedy shows are also fun, and they're a lot less planning involved. You don't need the fancy outfits. You don't need the expensive hotels. Like you can just go for a 2-hour show and still get out of the house and have something fun to do. Have a cocktail or a dip night where all of your friends come together and you all make a different dip. So maybe there's like a dessert dip, like a Dunkaroo, or like a spinach dip or a salsa or something like that, or cocktails where someone makes a spicy margarita, someone makes the mocktail, someone makes the Aperol Spritz. Similar to that is host a potluck where all of you guys come together, everyone brings something different. Have a themed girls' day. Something I did this year because I didn't go to Coachella. I had like a Coachella themed girls' night. You can make this like a movie theme. You can make this any kind of theme. Like you could have a Euphoria themed girls' night. Maybe not like a fully Euphoria themed girls' night. Next, I have written down have a game night. So make this a thing though. Like go to Target, get a bunch of fun games, come back, have a bunch of board games, have a bunch of snacks. This one you have to be careful with, but if you can and you're responsible, you could rent a car for the day and just drive around and take fun photos. You could go to a Nordic spa, you could do a cold plunge, or you could go to a sauna. And lastly, I feel like this is always overlooked. I've never seen anyone actually recommend this, but it's one of my favorite things to do with one of my friends. Have like a giant mukbang. Like go somewhere and order everything on the menu and try everything. That is so fun. And just like do taste tests and just like figure out your favorite drinks you've never ordered or food you've always wanted to try. I've done this at Tim Hortons and gotten like all the donuts, and then you've done this at Starbucks and got all the new food, all the new drinks, and it's such a fun thing. If you guys split the cost, it really doesn't need to be that expensive. Like I was able to try like 10 things with just one of my best friends from Starbucks. So it's like $20 each, which is insane because that's like cheaper than eating out at a dinner, but you get to try everything. That's one of my favorite things to do. You could do this on a rainy day. You could just bring it all to your house. You could do it at the restaurant, but it's really fun, and I highly recommend doing this at least like once over the summer. My last category I have here is just things to do by yourself any day. If you're into this, you can make a recipe book where you just go through and like put together any of your favorite recipes you have made or have wanted to make. Go through like your saved Pinterest recipes, go find some on TikTok, go find some on Instagram, print them out, and then make a recipe book. So that way when you're like I'm kind of in the mood to make something, but I don't want to like go scroll through a bunch of things, and I'd rather just like make something I know I've been wanting to make. You just have the physical copy of the book and you can just easily flip through. Even like make it a challenge to like try all of them throughout the summer or something like that and just check them off. And then in the fall you could do the same thing, in the winter you could do the same thing, and I just think that'd be really fun. If you're ever just in the mood to cook, you have it all put together. Something else you could do by yourself anytime is start a challenge. So I know you guys have probably heard of the 75 hard challenge. You could start a running challenge. That way when you're looking back at your summer, you have something to like feel accomplished with if that's something you've been wanting to do, and you don't need anybody other than yourself. And that will give you something to do every single day too. So it's like a checklist you can check off throughout the summer. Next, I have go berry picking, but don't just stop the berry picking, like make it a thing. So like make a dessert or a jam or something with the berries you picked, or just make a fun summer dessert like a lemon cake or a raspberry tart, blueberry muffins. You could thrift new summer decor. Instead of going for clothes, go for like fun summer decor to brighten your space. Well, I know marathons typically happen in like September, October. The summer is when you have to like train for things. If you've been wanting to do like a biking marathon, a running marathon, like anything like that, now's the perfect time to just start your training. Have a no technology day. That would mean you'd have to find one of these activities I recommend you guys to do. This is a productive one, but start a side hustle if you guys find you have tons of spare time and you're constantly bored and you constantly don't know what you're doing and you're always scrolling on your phone. Start the side hustle you've been thinking about. Start your clothing business, or at least start looking into it a little bit. Start your YouTube channel. Film a video. Film the YouTube video, kind of learn the editing process, and by the end of summer, you'll be a pro. Start the podcast you've been wanting to start. That's also a message to myself because I've been talking about it forever and I still haven't done it. Start your side hustle. Kind of along that line is learn something. Start to learn a new language. Take a summer course. Learn how to invest. Something I did with one of my long distance friends. We would call each other like twice a week just to catch up, and we made it a mission to learn geography together all over the phone. We would give each other challenges. We were like, okay, we want to learn every state in America. We want to learn all the provinces in Canada, and then every week we would check in with each other, literally list them off on the phone together, and then look at the map to see which ones we forgot. Kind of weird, but like also really fun and really satisfying because like we're learning together and it's a way to stay connected. I have make your own ice cream or make your own lemonade. You can make this a whole thing again, like make chocolate, make strawberry, make a mint chocolate chip, make sundaes. You have like an entire like display of tons of different ice creams, and you guys could all make ice cream sundaes with like waffle cones, regular cones, like make it a whole thing. You try a challenge where you like recreate like popular recipes. There's like this baking show where everyone had to like recreate like Oreos and like try to copycat those recipes. That would be a fun one. Furniture flipping. You could refresh your space on a rainy day. Get new accessories. Maybe this is the day you go thrift shopping and buy some home decor and then bring it back and just refresh it for summer. Or if you guys are really bored and really don't know what to do, you can always deep clean. There's always something to deep clean. Clean out those cabinets, get rid of those old cans sitting in the back of your cupboard, wipe down your fridge, go through your closet, go through your vanity, clean out your makeup bag, wash your makeup brushes, and don't stop there. You could declutter your camera roll, delete all the apps you don't use, make a new lock screen, all that kind of stuff. Do a full deep clean. Delete all those emails, unsubscribe from all of those email subscriptions. Alright you guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope I gave you some fun things you can do this summer, and if not fun, at least productive things you can do this summer if you're super bored. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Comment down below your favorite thing I recommended here and what's something I might have forgotten that's been on your summer bucket list. I'll see you guys in my next video.